Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
What's up? It's the Breakfast Club, and y'all know this is exciting for me because normally I'm surrounded by guys all day, but today I have an alpha in here for Freaky Fridays. My girl Shenseea.
Shenseea, what's up?
Shenseea, you have an album out today. It is called Alpha.
Alpha.
This is your first time on the Breakfast Club. The guys were a little intimidated.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, they always get intimidated by alpha females. Too.
You know what? I think part of it is also like, you know, some of your lyrics, like, like you say you love Big D, and these guys are very insecure about, so they're like, I don't even know if we could be in the room.
Oh, my God.
But it's not enough.
Well, they made the right choice not being here.
That's right, because we're taking over. It is Freaky Friday, so I want to talk about a lot of things. You know, obviously your album, Alpha, is out. We're so excited. This is your debut album. Mm-hmm. How does it feel?
It feels like I've been waiting for this for a very long time. As you know, I've been working on this album for quite some years. Mm-hmm. So for it to be finally here now, it's like nerve-wracking. I'm anxious and excited, everything in one.
How did you know the timing was right?
Because it's about to be released. Like, it's released. So it's like, what other time than now? And then now it's my first time coming on Breakfast Club. And a lot has been happening for me since the past year. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if it was before that, then I wouldn't get the full impact like what I'm getting now. To build up for my debut album.
I know a lot about you, but let's introduce you to some people who may not know as much, you know, about how you even got into... Don't get nervous because you gave me a vibrator.
Oh,
we're
my
gonna talk
God.
about that in a minute.
You just had to.
But let's talk about how you even got started in the music business, because I think that's an interesting story.
Yeah, well, I was once a promo girl before. Accountant and assistant manager first, and then I went on to, you know, being a promo girl after the birth of my son. And then I was working with Ramesh, who is now my manager, who was my boss at the time. I was doing like covers and just doing ciphers, broadcasting them throughout my social media, and being the fact that he was my boss at the time, he was in my contact list. And so he got my videos too. And then he pulled me aside one day and be like, yo, you got talent. I see something in you. We should definitely work together more than from boss to promo girl and more like a manager to artist. And I was like, you know, actually I've been working with him for quite some time. And I was like, I love his energy. He treats people around him like family. You know, he's respectful. He gets the work done. So I was like, I have no doubts. And to be honest, I didn't even know him as somebody who can manage anybody at all. Because he wasn't doing that. Mm-hmm. So it was literally just like a chance and me believing in him while he believes in me.
That's good, because I also feel like trust is important when it comes to management.
Oh,
sometimes you think you need like a huge manager to take you to the next level, but other times it's good to have somebody that's focused just on you.
Yeah. A boutique management company too is like, it's like really cool to know that, yo, when you get attention, that's when your career literally flourishes, because you can be with the biggest people in the game and it's like you get no attention. So it's like nobody's focusing on you to take your career to the next level. So I rather to go for the underdogs, to be honest. That's me.
So what was the plan for you guys initially when you're like, okay, he said he sees the potential in you. Mm-hmm. He knows that you could be a huge artist. So what did you guys sit down and say, okay, did you come up with a marketing plan? Like, what was the strategy?
Marketing where? Girl, we don't know nothing. We just go with the flow and just going with God. Because when I met him, when we started the journey, I recorded my first ever single in life with him. Like, that's the first song I've ever recorded, Jiggle Jiggle. Mm-hmm. And before that, I only wrote like 3 or 4 songs. Mm-hmm. So to show you, like, my career has moved so fast, but I kept up with it. Because I had to be writing day and night also to keep up with the pace of how fast it was going. So it was like a lot of pressure, but I pulled through and I'm happy that I'm here today. I endured it. And even up until now, it has molded me to just get used to working hard. So now it's like always still on the go.
You had a big song with Vybz Kartel early too.
That was my 3rd song.
How did that even happen? Because imagine your 3rd song is with Vybz Kartel. Like, he's still in jail, right?
Everything that I told God that I wanted, I have received and I'm about to receive. Trust me. Because I always said I wanted a song with Vybz Kartel. And, you know, I looked up to him as a lyricist growing up. So I said that, yo, he had his own clique, like Empire and stuff. And I said that I really don't want to be a part of a whole clique, but I would really love to have a song from Vybz Kartel. And it so came to be that I got it. And it was the single that break me in the industry. It was crazy.
Did you guys have a conversation? How did that go? Like, have you ever gone to see him?
No, I haven't seen him in person, but we have spoken a couple times for sure.
And what did he say to you? Like,
yeah, he bigs me up.
Okay.
Yeah, he bigs me up straight up. He gives me advice. It's just normal stuff. But yeah, it's good to know that it's no bad blood or anything.
Now, being a really pretty girl in the business, how is it for you when you want to work with people? Does it make it sometimes like guys trying to holler at you? Does it sometimes make people not take you as seriously as they should?
Actually, it's a bit of both. For me, when I step into a room, I make it known, like with my presence and my whole aura, that, I'm here to work. You feel me? So I don't really get that type of vibe when we're actually in the room. Maybe off, but even then I still don't pay any mind because it's not my focus. You feel me? I just want to work. With other artists and maximize my full potential. And I don't want anybody trying to use pretty privilege to try to put me in that type of category that, because I'm pretty that people work with me. Because no, my looks can't sing, my looks can't write my songs. You feel me? So I make that known when I'm linking up with other artists. So I receive a lot of respect from males in the industry, to be honest. There's
good.
Nobody that really passed their place with me where I have to say, I don't mess with this person because he's disrespectful. No.
Now, part of what comes with more attention is more people even trying to come at you.
Yeah.
And talk crazy online. How do you handle that? Like, is it ever stressful for you?
Nah, stressful? No, definitely not. Because I've never received that in person. Ever.
Right. People would talk all crazy online.
Yeah, always crazy online, but I've never received that in person.
All right, so let's go through some of these rumors. Let's do it.
She couldn't wait to get to that. I'm just saying,
All right, you with Drake. There was a rumor that you were dating Drake. Where
That's
did that
a
come
lie.
from?
Like, listen, me and Drake, we never even kissed, much less for him to even get me pregnant.
Right. I saw that. I was like, because that was after we met you on Lip Service, and I was like, Shenseea is pregnant by Drake. I saw it.
Girl, you know the weirdest thing is, I saw the article online and I sent it to one of my managers, and I was like, can people really just lie on me like this? Like, everything in that article, and it came to my attention that everything that person wrote about me is a lie. Like, telling people that I don't work for promoters, I don't do shows with promoters now, I only do my own shows. Like, it's just ridiculous stuff, man. I was like, yo, you going to hell.
So do you know that person? Like,
I don't know the person. Okay. So I hit my legal team and be like, yo, how can we get this down? That was before it even blew up. I saw it because someone sent it to me. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. And they were like, no, people really can't just do that. And I was like, that's unfair.
Yeah, they could just lie and say
No,
anything.
that's very unfair because it's like none of this is true. And people put this out. And then on top of it, I was grieving because my mom died and it was my mom's death month. So it's like I came off social media for the whole month. And to know that I came off social media and this is what people were saying about me, it's just like, I'm not coming on social media just to clear this shit up. I'm not doing it.
I saw you also posting on Twitter about your mother passing and how you miss her all the time. How does it, like, do you still talk to her? You know how sometimes when someone's not with you anymore, but she was such a huge part of your life.
I don't. I talk to God and tell him talk to her. I feel like when somebody passes, just like, it's a mind thing when you tell yourself that, they're here and, they're not here to me. It's like they're gone.
You don't feel any presence.
No, and the more I think about it, is the more I just get sad.
Right.
So I don't tell myself that, she's with me everywhere. Like, she might, but I'm not dwelling on that. God is with me. That's what I feel for sure.
Blessed.
Yeah.
How about your father? Has he tried to reach out to you? Like, does he know?
I don't know if he's even alive. I heard that he's a gang member. And he's in a part of a Korean gang. So I've never met him. He had to leave my mom. She was 6 months pregnant, she said, when he had to leave to Mexico.
Right. So no family. You think he even knows that you're like his daughter?
No, because if he never saw me, how would he know?
Right.
And then at the location where we were in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, we migrated. So it's like, how do you even know what I look like to even find me,
All right. And so now for your son, we talked about this the other day, but I know everybody might not have heard it. But we talked about how excited that your son is. But he also is not trying to be all in the spotlight like that.
Yeah, he's not. He told me that he don't want to be too famous because when we go out, people are asking for pictures on me and him time. And I kind of stopped that too, because it's like one time I was in the supermarket with him, and my fans came down and asking for a picture. And I was like, no, I gotta watch my son. And then they were still pushing like, no, we just want one picture. And then my son ran off. And I was so mad because I was like, it was me alone with him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you're not letting me get to supervise my kid because y'all still bombarding me for a picture. So I kind of stopped when I'm with my son, and knowing that he doesn't like that, I stop. It's like, when you see me out with my son, don't ask for a picture. Like, I'm focused on my boy.
Okay, that's respectful.
Yeah.
I think people should respect that. Now, when we talk about things online that you've had to address, I saw you on live talking about people were trying to say that Spice was coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Lady Saw had to say, or Minister Marion Hall.
That lick song really lick a lot of people, man.
It did. Right. But did you anticipate that? Because I would think...
I did not.
Really?
I did not. That got out. Because even after the song dropped and like weeks passed, that was still going on. I was like, what is the matter with y'all? Like, over one song? You feel me? But it's not, I don't think that they were, well, maybe Lady Saw, but I don't think Spice was really trying to come at me. It was more like everything else that was happening around the song.
Right.
You feel me? What started, whatever else it branched off into. But no, I didn't feel no heat from her towards me.
I think it would be dope if you and Spice worked together and did something together. Personally, I think that would be a huge statement because y'all are so huge right now for the culture.
Yeah. I mean, I reached out a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But, I mean, I don't know.
No, seriously, that would go. Because you see the guys working together all the time. I could be wrong, but I feel like you don't see that as much, with
what? Sorry?
I see like the guys, like I see, like Shaggy, Sean Paul, like, we see them working together all the time.
But I've been trying to work with female artists though.
Right.
Yeah, like I said that on my live too.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to work with female artists. The only female artist I work with is Nyla Blackman from the Caribbean, Trinidad, and Mayan from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It's not like I haven't tried. And even male artists that I have not collabed with yet either. I've sent songs or I've hit up like, yo, let's make a song. And I feel like everything is time too,
Right.
So it's not anything that I'm chasing. It's just that I always try to do things for my culture that would lift my culture up. You feel me? That's what I am about.
Well, you did a lot for the women with Lit, because now all these guys know what they got to do. Because, listen, it used to be a big topic that they don't do that. Now, let me ask you this. Since it is Freaky Freaky Friday and we're taking over.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say a guy is like, look, I've never done that before, and I don't know how to do it right. What advice would you give him?
Well, first of all, you got to eat it like you really want to eat it. Don't
be enthusiastic.
Yeah, don't go down on me and you just trying to please me. No, try to please yourself and then please me. Because if you don't want to do it and you just forcing it, I'm gonna feel it.
Right.
My vagina is gonna tell me, and you're just not gonna do it right. But when I hear you moaning, that's a turn off of females.
Right. You like it sloppy, like
yes.
You like my whole everything is wet like a swamp.
Yes. Don't if you hear me say I'm on the verge, do not, I repeat, do not switch up your tongue movement. You got to keep it exactly like how it was before.
I agree with that.
I say, like,
I always
that is
say
the
that
one.
when you change up the rhythm and it's about to happen, it's like you got to start all over again.
Yes, that's the one.
Right.
Trust me, that's the one that gets me most ignorant. Like, I feel like men really need to know that. You need to keep that in the same position. Don't go too fast. Don't go too slow. Keep the same rhythm.
Do you think we need to do that too when we go down on guys? Like we need, because I feel like sometimes I like switching.
Who told you I go down on guys?
You definitely do. I feel like you're an equal opportunity person.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love to do it, to be honest. If I'm being quite honest. But, yeah. I feel like it's pretty much the same. I think guys like sloppy head too.
Right, they do. Because a dry head is probably terrible.
Yeah, I think I got a lot to work on when it comes on to that too. I think I'm a bit mid in between.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you use your hands or no hands?
Hands and no hands.
Okay.
It depends on how I'm feeling and how he's reacting.
And are you spit, swallow, or move?
What's she asking me? Ooh, it's either swallow or I don't move, but
Yeah, some people
on
be
me
like,
somewhere.
all right, good, you good.
Nah, on me somewhere.
Now, you also had a song called Foreplay,
Mm-hmm.
which I love that song. I know it's older, but I like that song because I've always said that I feel like fingering is underrated. Like,
It is. Like,
people
I
don't do it
love-
as much anymore.
For me, that's a starting point.
Yes, that foreplay, because you went right into it in the beginning of the song. Like,
Yeah, you got to, because the weirdest thing is I told my team that I'm gonna write a fingering song, right? And they were like, they all made their faces up at me. They're like, yo, how you gonna do that? And I said, just watch. I've never heard anybody done it before. And I sat in New York's lobby in a hotel and started writing that song without a beat.
wow. But that is my joint right there.
I love that song.
And I agree with you because I do feel like, I remember I was talking about it on lip service and people told me that I was childish.
What? Why?
They're like, because no one does that. Like,
Yeah, that's to show you that you all got a lot more to learn. What? Me? You gotta do that with me.
now, yeah, so you have to. You got to get it ready.
Yeah, you getting it ready. It's either lick or finger. Actually both, but either one can really start me.
What
Start
about
me
a
up.
quickie?
I love cookies.
She's like, whatever.
I love cookies. If we're doing a quickie, you don't need to. Just
Right.
get it right on in there.
We don't have time for all
Yeah,
that
I'm already be
foreplay.
horny if it's a quickie, to be honest, because that's going to turn me on crazy.
Now, on the new song, because I did get a little preview before I came out, you have body count on there.
Oh, you heard?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So let me ask you this, because body count has been a topic lately. I saw Little Dirk talking about it on $1 Million Worth of Game. And so how much do you think a guy does need to know about your past? Because
He doesn't need to know shit about your past.
But what about, like, what if he's like, have you ever been with another woman?
Then, I mean, it's up to you if you want to tell. I don't feel like any female needs to tell any nigga about what they've done sexually unless they want to. Like, if it's a must for you, for them to tell you, then shit, we ain't got to be together.
I feel like guys ask you that because they want to figure out if they could have a threesome. And that's the real reason when they're like, have you ever been with another woman? And then they want to hear what you're going to say so they could figure out.
Well, as I said, it's still up to the female.
Right.
If you want to make that known, or even if you're not comfortable with that, then don't do it.
What about, what do you think you need to know about a guy? Nothing? You don't need to ask him anything about his past?
I be asking niggas about their past, to be honest.
You're an alpha. So, like, what kind of questions are important for Shenseea to know about a guy?
It's nothing too important, but it's like I would have to see how the guy is with his traits, and I'll be like, yo, is this how you were before? Like, is this how you've always been? And then I'll try to change. But it's nothing like, unless I know the girl who he's with, then I'll be like, yo, so what happened? Or that's just my main question. What happened in your last relationship? Or what's your worst relationship? Or what's your best relationship? That's it for me.
I always think it's important if guys have a good relationship with, well, not a good relationship, but they don't hate their exes.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's a red flag when a guy's like, I hate that bitch.
Yeah, no, I don't play like that. First of all, don't call no female no bitch around me or hoe. If you mean, as I said to you yesterday, I really stand with females. It's like, because if you disrespect her like that, then you gonna do that to me.
Right, right.
You feel me? That's how I look at men. You feel me? So it doesn't matter like whether or not y'all had a fallout. I still gotta see how you deal with a female.
Now, you have a song about your exes on there.
Yes! Ooh, that's one of my favorites.
Okay, good.
I
So
love that song.
let me ask you this about that. So is this about any particular person or just all of your exes? Like,
A particular person, and in some parts, in general.
is this the guy who cheated on you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you still okay with him? Like, do you ever speak?
Yeah, we cool. I don't like to have bad blood with people. So that's why I was saying that, yo, you don't have to be cool with your ex, but you don't have to hate him.
It's also nice when things are going well.
Yeah, I talk to my exes, but it's not like, no flirting, nothing, because I've never taken back an ex in my life. But I do like to be cool with people because I love peace. I'm a liberal, you know?
Right.
If I can choose peace, I'm always choose peace.
And it's the best thing when your life is going really well and you
Yeah.
can see it and you're like,
Yeah, I be showing off. I be showing off because I be leveling up. Because I leave niggas for sure. And I am a saint when I'm in a relationship because I like to have the upper hand.
what's the longest relationship you ever been in?
3 years.
Okay, well, you're still young, so.
Shit, that was a lot of my time because we ain't together now.
Right, but at least y'all are still cool. What's the craziest thing that a guy has done to try to get you back after y'all broke up? Because we've been seeing, like, your friend Kanye trying to pursue his ex-wife and doing all kinds of stuff. Has anybody ever done anything that was over the top to try to get your attention again?
No, just harassing me, just texting me, calling me, like nothing crazy like you pop up where I'm at. No, I don't mess with stuff like that. I take that seriously. Matter of fact, I left somebody just for that, to be honest.
For popping up on you?
Yeah, like it was how he did it. You can pop up on me, it's cool, but when you pop up and you're trying to hide and then I catch you and then you lie, that's stalker. That's just being a stalker.
Wait,
right
hold
there.
on. You got to explain this story. How could he hide after he popped up on you?
Exactly. So it's in a way that he was asking me, like, where you at? Told him I was at like a wings place. I don't remember if it was Buffalo Wings or something. Here in New York, too. And listen, New York got too much memories for me, man. And I told him where I was, and then I walked out of the restaurant, and I saw him in a vehicle, right? He was like just looking through the windshield, looking at me. And then I just literally turned my head quick, not to look at him or anything, because I don't like know that he's there. And then I glimpsed him for a while, and I'll be like, yo, what's that? So I texted him and be like, yo, are you here? He's like, here where? I said, at the place where I told you I was. So he's like, no. I said, where are you then? He's at home. I was like, nah, nigga.
I know he didn't try to lie. After you
and then he drove off. And I said, you know what? Video call me then. He couldn't even video call me. So I just left him literally for that. That's weird to me. Don't do that shit to me.
But you know what? You did tell him where you were in all fairness.
Yes, but if you're going to pop up,
then say
nigga.
something, right.
No,
pop up, walk
like
in.
if you're going to pop up. But to pop up and lie and say that's not you who I saw,
that's weird. And
that is weird.
That's a little
creepy.
silly reason to lie.
It is creepy. So I don't mess with that. But just harassment, just normally just texting and sending back old memories, all that stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Now let's talk about some of your tweets too.
Yeah.
All right. You said it's hard to find real love when you're famous. You just don't know who has your best interest at heart. So now what do you do?
Pray and hope for the best. Mm-hmm. Take your chances. I feel like even with females just watching from the outskirts, because, you know, I think it's only one or two actually persons I've only been with in this industry. But I've been looking out, and I've been seeing how they may classify females as hoes because they break up with this one, and they get with another one. The truth is, you can, as a female, when you got so much going on for you and you have your money and you have fame, you don't know how to just peep out a regular guy and say, he's good for me. Because you don't know if they want the money, you don't know if they want the fame, you don't know if they're trying to set you up, because they really ain't got nothing to lose. Right. You need to be with somebody who also got something to lose. And then even if that happens, if you're with somebody who got a lot to lose, if it doesn't work out or they're abusing you, what should you do? Should you stay?
Absolutely not.
To please the public? No. Right. So I always say that people will say that because you are not in the limelight. And I'm talking because it's not like I've even been classified as such.
Right.
You feel me? And that's why they're coming up with rumors. I've seen it happen to a lot of women looking in. And I don't like it because I'm also in the spotlight. And I'm telling you that I've been single without having sexual intercourse for a year. Right? And I'm telling you that it's not easy. Right. But because I don't feel like to take a chance or whatever, trying to be getting caught with somebody, then I really try to stay to myself because I pride my reputation. But at what fault? I ain't get no dick.
Well, thank God for toys.
Yeah, I use my toys like crazy. But it's like they always classify women as such when it's really not that easy.
You actually have to just not care.
Yeah, you have to.
That's what I think.
And
if
you
you're
have
single and you're not fucking nobody's man, and you're not cheating on your man, then, you know.
And I feel like where famous women kind of fucked up is just that you got to be mindful of how you move with that person, whoever you're dating. You can't be seen with everybody.
Right.
You feel me? And if the person don't understand that, then you just already know that person is not for you. Because you got to see if it will work out behind closed doors first before you even try to go on a public date.
Right.
And if you're going out, you need to be going somewhere real exclusive.
Where there's not going to be paparazzi.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about that, because you were pictured with London on the Track, and people tried to say, oh, look, she's dating London on the Track, and it looked like y'all was holding hands.
Yeah. I mean, we were holding hands. You know, I hold hands with everybody on my team. You know London is on my team, right? Mm-hmm. Like my managers, everybody. But London is a cool dude to me. Like, we've been working together. We've been making music, and nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody knows who I'm dating.
Okay.
Nobody public.
I'm going to find out.
No, I don't care what y'all be seeing online. You don't know who I'm dating. That's a fact.
So you won't, in other words, you ain't going to see a picture if that's the person who I'm dating.
I ain't say never, say never. I'm just saying, you just never know.
You look happy, like you really into somebody right now.
Yeah, I'm into somebody for sure. Yeah, it's been going good. Really cool, dude. So yeah.
Oh, shoot. Now is the time. Have y'all been on vacation yet together?
No. I've been working so hard. I've been so focused on my career.
Because you deserve that. And if he's smart right now, he'll be planning something.
I mean, no.
Some type of something. Cause
I mean, actually,
you got an album coming out to celebrate.
Actually, we were supposed to go away last weekend, but it didn't get to happen. I had studio that I had to just put it off and just deal with priority. You know, my music comes first. Okay. So I will definitely take a vacation soon, but now it's album time.
How does he feel when he sees, like, okay, look, so there was that picture of you with the 4 guys surrounding you. One guy was for real sucking your toes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like he had his face bited, like your toe was in his mouth. Does that bother him?
No, it doesn't. And I love that.
That's amazing.
I love that.
You're like, this is work.
Yes. He understands that it doesn't bother him at all. And I love that because I cannot be with somebody who stops me from entertaining my fans. I'm an entertainer. You feel me? So I have to be with a confident man and just know that, yo, I be doing this online, but you know at the end of the day that it's you and only you, because I'm not a cheater.
Right.
So if you understand that, you just got to support me and let me do what I do to make my money, to make my fans happy and do what I love and be happy doing what I love. You feel me?
Get your toes sucked.
Get my toes sucked.
Now, you also co-directed Lick.
Yeah.
The video. So what I love is that you are an alpha, as in taking charge of like every aspect of your career. So what are some other things? Because I already know you're thinking of more than just music.
Yes, I want to go into acting. I want to go into merch, clothing. I want to have my own vibrator line.
Right. And I was telling you should get a vagina too, like a mold of your vagina.
Not this again.
What? So people could buy it.
I don't think my future husband is gonna like that, to know that, yo, his wife's vagina is about
a mold of it.
And my son too. It's like I would stick with the vibrators. I mean, not for me.
All right. Well, I could definitely see you, and I appreciate you for giving me this. I was waiting for you to come up here before I use it.
You think you're gonna enjoy it?
And I got this lollipop that I could lick on as well. But I know you have a lot going on because today is the album release. Yes. So I just want to thank you so much for coming through. I'm a big supporter of yours.
I know. Thank you so much.
And I love seeing like where you started from, watching where you're going, and to tell you to keep pushing. I see like everybody paying attention to you. We all know you were on Kanye's album, 2 songs.
Yes.
We see the guest appearance you got on your album. You got 21 Savage. You got
Megan, Offset, Tyga, Sean Paul, Beanie Man.
Dancehall royalty.
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to hear this album, man.
On your album as well. And I love your versatility.
Thank you so much.
That you're not just in a box. And so I can see you just doing absolutely anything you put your mind to. And I love your work ethic and grind. So Shenseea.
You hear that? Woman supporting woman.
No, listen, I love it. Like, I love to see it because I just remember first talking to you, mad cool. You still super cool.
Yeah. Girl, you can expect that from me. I do not change. The same people who I've been working with 5 years ago are the same people on my team now. We just add other people to the team who also can reciprocate my energy. Like, I'm a really down-to-earth girl, and I only surround myself with such.
All right, hold this for 2 years. Let's see what happens when she comes back.
We're going to pinky promise. Look at it. We're going to pinky promise.
All right, Shenseea. Alpha is out today. Make sure y'all get that.
Yeah.